Say when?
Yep, we're ready whenever you are. Yep.
This is Thinking Positive. I'm Valerie Pringle, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Canadian Foundation for AIDS Research with this series of interviews with notable people who know a great deal. Maggie Atkinson is one of them, a lawyer who has lived with HIV/AIDS for a very long time, being a powerful advocate and activist. When were you diagnosed?
Well, I was diagnosed with AIDS back in 1993, so almost 20 years ago. And we believe that I was infected with HIV 28 years ago. So I've been living with HIV for 28 years, which is pretty remarkable, I guess. In some ways, I was very fortunate because when I developed AIDS, it was very soon after that AZT3TC was discovered, and the antiretroviral properties of 3TC were actually discovered by a Canadian researcher funded by CAMPHAR. I was really at death's door when I started taking AZT3TC. I'd been bedridden with a fungal infection in my lungs for about 7 months. And when I started taking AZT3TC, it was like a miracle. I mean, within 2 weeks, I was up and walking again and starting rehabilitation.
Well, it was a miracle, obviously. But for a lot of people, it also, the medication was so hard to take and tolerate. I mean, how many pills did you used to take?
Well, probably up to, I don't know, 20, 25 pills a day. At my max, and I still take quite a few pills every day because I'm on a pretty heavy regimen because I've been through a number of different drug regimens over the years. I started off first with AZT3TC, then I moved on to the highly active antiretroviral therapy when it became available in 1996, and that was a huge breakthrough. It caused the death rate to plummet, which was fantastic. I mean, we saw great effects, and people really came out of their deathbeds. But unfortunately, over time, these medications themselves have been toxic and have caused serious side effects. My liver was being destroyed by the medications, and I was told I had to stop all my meds. So here I was, the meds are keeping me alive, and yet I'm told you have to stop them all because they're destroying your liver. So that was a very difficult situation.
Well, how do you feel about, I mean, you're happy to be alive, obviously, but you're a guinea pig for all these drugs and for aging with AIDS.
Yeah, it's been, it can be incredibly stressful because you can get very strange side effects. You don't know what's going on. Your doctors don't know what's going on. So yeah, you do sometimes feel like a guinea pig. As you said, you're very thankful to be alive, and it's a very fine balance because on the one hand, I've advocated to get swifter access to drugs, and on the other hand, you want to make sure that the drugs are safe.
What's your greatest fear?
I think my greatest fear is developing AIDS-related dementia. I'm a lawyer, and I no longer practice law. Years ago, probably 10 years ago, I started to notice that HIV was affecting my brain, my memory, my ability to speak, my ability to write. And I've gone through quite a lot of rehabilitation for that, and I continue to do that, but it's an ongoing struggle. So, I mean, a few years ago, I could hardly put a sentence together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
People with HIV are physiologically probably 15 to 20 years older than their chronological age. So I'm 50, but it's as if my body is that of a 65 to 70-year-old, and my brain too.
You know, this is something I don't think people are aware of. I mean, they think, oh, the drugs are there. People can live long, healthy, productive lives, even with the virus.
Well, that's true, but unfortunately, about 50% of people living with HIV will experience cognitive impairment of some kind.
So there's a lot more research needed.
Yes, I mean, we need more research into better treatments for HIV, and we need more research into how to better prevent HIV so people don't have these consequences. What worries me too is that many young people think that there's a cure or that having HIV is no big deal. And I can tell you, it is a big deal having HIV.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That was great, and particularly that whole last bit.